welcome to episode 43 of Dinner from the Dining Car. This week's episode we're making two desserts. From the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy, we're making fried apples. And from a recipe from the Harvey House chain of eateries during the infancy of passenger rail, we are making the Hot Strawberry Sundae. Little information about the Harvey House. In the infancy of passenger rail, dining cars were not even thought of. They were just basically pulling passengers from one point to another. So at the various stops, a young man whose last name was Harvey decided, he started in Kansas City with the cooperation of the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. He set up a diner at the Kansas City station. It was clean, it was comfortable, it served good food, and next thing you know, the AT&SF is telling him, can you set these up along a lot of our other passenger stops? It ended up there were almost 40 of them on the AT&SF and a few other railroads. The Harvey House was very famous for a very long time, and one of the reasons it was because of the Harvey Girls. These were all young women, attractive, very clean, very professional, served as waitresses and hostesses at the Harvey House. In fact, the Harvey Girls probably became more famous than the Harvey House, but Mr. Harvey didn't mind because he was selling a lot of food. Anyway, that's a little historical background on the Harvey House. But to the ingredients you need for the recipes. First, for the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy's fried apples, you're going to need 4 fairly good-sized Granny Smith apples. Now you're going to slice these and core them, but you're not going to peel them. So I won't be using my apple core peeler because I don't want to peel them. Next thing you're going to need is about a cup to a cup and a half of brown sugar. I know this is in a Ziploc bag. Believe it or not, it helps it. One of the things about brown sugar is after you buy it, if you don't use it all right away, it has a tendency to solidify because of the molasses content and become a brick. So I have found that putting it in Ziploc bags, for some reason, it doesn't do that. So I'm good. You're also going to need butter. We're going to use probably a stick of butter making this. And they are fried apples. You'll see we're literally going to put them in a skillet and fry them. Now for the strawberry sundae. Harvey served this to his adult clientele. He didn't serve this to children, and here's why. In this recipe you're going to need a pint of strawberries. Now this is a pound, so we're going to be using half of this. Maybe a little more, depending. You need honey. This is, I got this on sale. It's raw, organic honey. You're going to need, excuse me, some lemon juice. And what makes this so that he couldn't serve it to his minor clientele is you're going to need at least a quarter of a cup, maybe half a cup of dark rum. The strawberries are going to marinate in a container with the dark rum for at least an hour before you cook them. Yeah, they're going to get good and drunk. And then you're going to cook it in a saucepan with the lemon juice and the honey until it makes kind of a sauce. And you're going to serve that on ice cream. Now I have my ice cream in the freezer because it's 100 degrees here today and I didn't want to take it out yet. Thank God for air conditioning. We got our air conditioner fixed. So both of these actually are served on top of ice cream. So I have a 2-quart container of French vanilla ice cream that we're going to be serving these on. So anyway, that's what you need for this recipe, for these recipes. And a little bit later, once it cools off a bit, we're going to start preparing them. So we'll see you then. Okay, hi folks, we're back. We're going to get started on our desserts. We've had our dinner. Alright, you're going to take a stick of butter and melt it in a skillet. Meanwhile, you're going to take 3 to 4 Granny Smith apples, core them, slice them, but you're going to need to leave the peels on. Now I have a little piece of equipment. If you're going to do a lot of baking with apples, get yourselves one of these. This is an apple corer, slicer, and peeler. But the peeler thing can lock back so you can core and slice the apples without having to peel them, which is what you want to do for this recipe. Okay, our butter's hot. A little too hot actually. Drop that. Okay. Now that the butter's melting, you drop the apples in there. And you're going to stir these around. And you're going to literally fry them in butter. That's going to make them taste really awesome. These are going to saute on medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes. So just cover them up and we'll saute them for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's now 5 o'clock, so 5:10 will take care of that. And then after those are done, we'll pour in the sugar and the cup of brown sugar, stir them up, and then fry them some more. For the second item, you need a 2-quart saucepan. You're going to need the rind of an orange. Now, we have had our strawberries marinating in dark rum for over an hour. And wow, are they ever done. Oh my God, those smell good. You're going to take 3/4 of a cup. Quarters of a cup of your honey. Into your saucepan it goes. There's 1/4 of a cup. There's 1/2 a cup. Come on, baby. And here's your other 1/4 of a cup. So there's your 3/4 of a cup. Oh, that's good honey. Then you're going to get 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. There's your cup out of there. set that on. Whoops, wrong one. Take your orange rind, which kind of worked okay because we had a big, healthy spinach salad with bacon, mushrooms, and tomatoes, and orange chunks. So we had plenty of orange rind. I just wished I'd have kept the bacon fat, because that would go in with the apples. So you take your orange rind, you pop it in the pan. Now, you're going to bring that to a boil on medium heat. Let's check out our apples. Sorry about that, folks. The battery in the camera died. Anyway, in the skillet, we have 3 apples sliced, stir-frying in a stick of butter. Again, the sliced apples, you want to slice them, core them, but do not peel them. And you just want to toss these occasionally, because they're going to cook 10 to 15 minutes, and you just have to toss them a bit. And then we'll put in the brown sugar and go from there. Put it back on. Okay, in the saucepan, we have 3/4 of a cup of honey, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, and the rind of an orange, and we have to bring that to a boil. And once that boils, we take out the orange rind, and we add our drunken strawberries. These have been marinating for over an hour in half a cup of dark rum. It's about a pint of strawberries, half a pound, maybe a little more if you're interested. Oh gosh, that is starting to smell really good. The honey and lemon juice, orange rind, it is starting to smell really good in here. Oh, that is such a fragrance. That is so fragrant. So are the apples, actually. This is actually going to be a pretty quick recipe for if you want to make some really nice desserts. Okay, we're starting to boil. So, we remove the orange rind. Oh, this smells so fragrant. It's a wonderful smell in here. And then into this goes, maybe one of those later. Into this goes these strawberries soaked in the rum. Now you're just basically going to stir these up a little bit to heat them, and that sauce will, oh my God, that smells good. That sauce will thicken up. You have to stir the apples quite a bit, because if you don't, they will burn. And the last thing you want on a dessert is burnt apples. They are starting to smell really tasty. Now you want them cooked, but not mush. So these things are starting to get ready. Okay, now Once you have that, you need a cup of brown sugar. So because I have my half-cup measuring cup out, once that brown sugar's in, you're going to give that a stir. Okay, turn the strawberries down. Oh, Judy, if you want to come in here and smell something wonderful.
What is it, the fried apples or the strawberries?
It's both. Okay. Be careful, don't walk into the line of shop. If you want to step over here and take a whiff of that. I gotta stir that a bit.
They both smell delicious. They look delicious, Mom.
Excuse me.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not going too close. Very good. And guess what, guys? You're done. Just turn everything down low. You are done. All you need now is, let's see if I can grab it. Fall out of the freezer. All you need now is this. You're going to put some ice cream in a bowl and serve this, both of them, on top of the ice cream. I am going to do this a little differently. I'm going to make 4 little bowls for Judy and I. One of the strawberries, which smell insanely good, and another little bowl of the fried apples. So, let me show you guys what we got here. There's your fried apples, looking good. There is your drunken strawberries, and those smell insane. So with that, I will tell you that, believe it or not, that's it for this video. You're done. Just serve it on top of ice cream, and you're ready to go. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, or want a copy of the recipe, email me at dinnerfromthediningcar@yahoo.com. And we'll see you next week, and thanks for watching.